हेलो दोस्तों, स्वागत है आपका एक और यूट्यूब वीडियो चैनल में स्टॉक सिंप्लीफाइड बाय सुमित। तो आज के वीकेंड एनालिसिस में आप सबका स्वागत है। तो आज हम काफ़ी सारा एनालिसिस करेंगे, इंडेक्स का एनालिसिस करेंगे। इतना अच्छा तेज़ी के बाद व्हाट्स द मार्केट फॉरवर्ड लुकिंग अहेड, उसके बारे में जानेंगे। कौन से स्टॉक्स हैं जो अच्छा कर सकते हैं अभी फ्यूचर में, उनके ऊपर एनालिसिस करेंगे। प्लस निफ्टी का ऑप्शन चेन डेटा क्या कहता है वो भी रीड करेंगे। और इसके पहले आई हैव बिन मेकिंग लॉन्ग वीडियोस, तो काफ़ी सारे लोगों ने कहा लॉन्ग वीडियोस थोड़े से मतलब छोटे कर दो, और काफ़ी सारे लोग देख भी कम रहे थे। सो आई एम गोइंग टू मेक दिस वीडियो शॉर्ट एंड स्वीट। आई होप कि आपकी कुछ ना कुछ हेल्प हो सके। अगर आपके लिए कोई वैल्यू एडिशन हो तो अपने दोस्तों के साथ शेयर ज़रूर कीजिएगा। ऑन दैट नोट चलिए शुरू करते हैं। तो निफ्टी, as you all know, Nifty has given a very good run in last 3-4 days. I think last weekend वीडियो एनालिसिस जो हमने किया था उसमें मैंने क्लियरली आपको स्टेट किया था कि निफ्टी जो है वो अभी अपने जस्ट अ मिनट, ये जो ब्रेकडाउन हुआ है ये ब्रेकडाउन एक रेंज को फॉलो कर सकता है, और उसका डू और डाई लेवल 18,500 बताया था मैंने, एंड आई थिंक 18,600 was immediate support. Then this Nifty has taken a support of around that level only of 18,600. And one thing I had forgot to mention in the beginning of the video, but I had covered that point at the end of the video of the last week video in the weekend analysis. I had drawn this line of RSI support, and just look at it. After this breakdown, the support of RSI was taken exactly at those levels, and from there was a beautiful rally. So see, that is why you have to not just follow the price action but also the RSI, which gives you an early indication of whether the stock is going to break out or break down, or if there is any support coming. With the price action, if there is some support coming in RSI as well, then they synchronize and there are more chances of happening likely of those actions in the picture. मतलब वो होने के चांसेस जब बढ़ जाते हैं जब मल्टीपल सपोर्ट आ जाते हैं, जैसे RSI का सपोर्ट आया और प्राइस एक्शन का सपोर्ट आया। तो निफ्टी ने बहुत अच्छा सपोर्ट लेके यहाँ पे एक बाउंस बैक दिया है, एंड आई थिंक ये रैली काफ़ी अच्छी हुई है अभी, और इस चैनल के अपवर्ड ट्रेजेक्ट्री के पास जा सकती है, जिसके टारगेट मोटा मोटी 19,350 से 400 के करीब आ रहे हैं। बट आई थिंक ये निफ्टी थोड़ा सा स्ट्रेच हो गया है, एक माइनर से करेक्शन की ज़रूरत है। आई एम एक्सपेक्टिंग अ स्मॉल डिप ऑफ मे बी 150-200 points, and like from 19,000 levels it should give a bounce back, or 19,050 levels. It's too early to say. We have to track the Monday movement and we have to see if this rally continues, and if this rally continues then I think 19,400 or 500 is going to be the next stop. Let me tell you one interesting thing why I am expecting a small retest towards 19,000 levels and then again a bounce. If you see the RSI, which I had mentioned to you before a minute, that now RSI is coming in a zone of a resistance level. If you would see this, एक रेजिस्टेंस लेवल के पास RSI अपना पहुंच चुका है। अगर अब इसको ये ब्रेक करता है तो ये रैली आई थिंक हमारी जो 20,000 की जर्नी होने वाली है, इट इज़ गोइंग टू बी वेरी सुपर फास्ट. वी आर गोइंग टू रीच 20,000 in no time. You see 20,000 will come in no time if this RSI breaks out of this box. But if the resistance is taken by this RSI, we can see a 19,000 level retest, and from there I am definitely bullish with the targets of 19,500 and 20,000 very soon. You may never know. So this Nifty is looking very good. Now if we zoom out the chart, this was about the daily chart. Now if we zoom out the chart, let it get load. Sorry for the mess if you see too many lines drawn. I know there are too many lines drawn, so please forgive me for that. Let me draw a fresh line to show what I am trying to show you. There has been a flag and pole pattern breakout in Nifty. If you would see, हम इस चैनल को हटा देते हैं. आई होप आई एम सेलेक्टिंग द चैनल ओनली. Yes, and now I hope this is the view is clear to you. Nifty has given a flag and pole pattern breakout in the monthly chart. I think this is looking very strong. RSI is also above 65 levels. Again, good signs of bullishness. So there is still a very good scope of odd 15 to 20 points in RSI. So it is looking great for 20,000 levels very soon, and I think before Diwali or this end year 20,000 is not far away. So I am betting bullish on Nifty with this pattern breakout. Now let's go ahead on Banknifty. Banknifty, जी हाँ दोस्तों, after a long consolidation period it has given a box breakout. I also see a pattern of flag and pole in monthly on Nifty, flag and pole in daily chart of Bank Nifty. This is really going great in the for the synchronization of both the index. As you can see, last time I had mentioned that don't worry, Bank Nifty, I had mentioned that this trend line which was continuously being resisted and the resistance was taken, once this trend line was broken there was no stopping Bank Nifty from there. That is why price action has to be given more importance. And if you see with the trend line, there was in the price action there was also a RSI trend line breakout, so this was followed by a huge rally. So I think Bank Nifty is going for minimum, this is the lower range is 43,300 and the upper range is 44,500. So 43,350 and 44,500, that's odd 1,150 points. So somewhere in the short term, 44,500, 45,700, yes, 650 to 700 is the target I am looking at Bank Nifty in the short term. What happened? Yeah, okay, let me again take it for you. In the short term I am expecting targets of 45,650 to 700. This is going to be a resistance level for Bank Nifty in the future, so watch out for these levels. This is where Bank Nifty can take a little resistance and rest or consolidate around these levels, and once this level clears, then the flag target is coming around this level, but the pole targets are even more higher. If you see, the lower of the pole is 38,000. So I think for now Bank Nifty is looking towards 48,000 and 50,000 targets for sure in the medium term. So that is Bank Nifty for you guys. Now let's move towards mid caps. So guys, if you remember, in the last week video I had mentioned that Nifty mid cap should take a support of 21 EMA, and I had drawn the line also of 34,461, and I think it had taken support of those levels, but above 100 points. The lower of this candle is 34,659. We can count it as 660, 560, and the lower of this candle is 34,659. So we can count there was a support of it bounced from the support level of around 100 to 120, 100 to 180 points, and a good support was taken, and there was a good bounce back. And I think now this is the high of this shooting star is 34,744, and mid cap has given a closing above it, and this is a very good sign for the markets. I think the RSI is also now below 80 levels, 75 to 80 levels, so there is still scope for another 500 to 800 points before this RSI again goes into the overbought zone. So in the shorter run, mid cap is also looking good. Same goes for small cap. Small cap has also taken a support of its 21 EMA support in the daily chart, and it is now more likely to give a breakout of this resistance level of 10,990, or if in round figure we can say 11,000. So what is this depicting? This is depicting that the broad market is performing, like with Nifty giving breakout, and in the monthly chart there is a flag and pole pattern breakout. Then if we go on Banknifty, then Banknifty has also given the same pattern breakout but in the daily chart. And now mid caps are also looking good for another 500, 800 or maximum 1000 points rally before they take resistance again on the RSI basis. So what is this showing? And now this small cap is also performing, and now there are likely chances of breakout of for the resistance level. So this shows that the broader market is performing. When the broader market performs, the market sustains on the upper levels. There are more chances that even if market takes a dip, the chances of bounce back are much likely more higher. So don't fear in this अपवर्ड मूविंग मार्केट, बिकॉज अब ये मत सोचिए कि मार्केट अब इतना ही बढ़ गया है तो और कितना बढ़ जाएगा, या हम शॉर्ट कर देते हैं. तो डोंट गो विद द ब्लाइंड शॉर्ट, फॉलो द ट्रेंड, फॉलो द प्राइस एक्शन, एंड आई थिंक यू आर गोइंग टू मेक गुड मनी इन द मार्केट. नाउ दिस वॉज इंडियन. नाउ लेट्स लुक एट ग्लोबल मार्केट्स. जी हाँ, ग्लोबल मार्केट्स, as I had told in the last week video that there was a pattern breakdown, and the do and die level for this pattern of head and shoulder was 33,400 levels, which was the lower of this candle. And actually the price action retested the trend line breakout and then took a support of 21 EMA as well, and has given a great beautiful bounce back. Now I think the journey should resume overall for Dow Jones, and I think it needs to trade above this important level now to be more bullish of 34,580 to 600. Once Dow Jones closes above this levels, I think we can expect the levels of first 35,351, and then I think 35,800 to 850. So these are the levels to watch out for if once Dow Jones gives closing above 34,580. RSI is also looking very healthy, so no need to fear. Global markets are also looking very much intact, and making sense why the Indian markets are also performing. Now look at this. Oh, what a beautiful chart of Nasdaq. As I have been telling continuously from last 2 weeks weekend analysis video, that this is the story of AI theme, and stocks are running very beautifully. As you can see, the charts are very bullish for Nasdaq, and it won't be long, the Indian IT index also performs. And what did I tell in the last week's video, if you remember, that if Banknifty and Nifty needs to perform, then HDFC, PAC, HDFC, twins need to perform. We'll discuss that at the later part of this video, but let's come back to the this part, and let me just show you also the chart of Indian IT stocks, as this Nasdaq is also looking very bullish. Okay, So this chart is also looking very bullish, guys. You can bet on the IT stocks now. I think time has come for IT stocks to move. This is a very good chart, very strong chart, where a trend line breakout has come. And I think once this closes above this levels of 29,600 to 625, I think we can see a smooth rally towards 31,100 to 32,000 levels, 31,600 levels, sorry, my bad. Now let me zoom out this chart for you. This was the daily chart. The daily chart is looking very good. Let me just close this down. Let me stretch this trend line again from the top levels. Let's see. And yeah, there has been a trend line breakout on the larger time frame also. And if you will see the RSI, just a minute, let me make it more proper. The RSI breakout has also come, friends. So see, the price action and the RSI both are in sync, and I think this is going to make it a very strong stock in the future. As I had mentioned in my last week's video analysis also, that IT have to lead from front if Nifty has to perform. So I think the time has come for IT sector now. Look out for the IT stocks, whichever your favorite IT stocks. And once this closes above this box, I think we can see again a good, just like how the Nasdaq has given a very good rally, I think we can see a good rally from Indian IT stocks as well. Let me show you the Nasdaq chart once. See, once the breakout of trend line was there on the larger time frame, there was just one way rally. So I think, excuse me, I am suffering from a little cold, so please don't mind. So I think once this box breakout happens, and this trend line will act as a support for Indian Nifty IT index. So that was IT index, and the let us just look at one more time at Nasdaq as well. Now as you can see, there was a red candle, and the next candle, weekly candle, has given a closing above the red candle. So this shows the strength in the IT stocks of US markets. So I think now the breakout above this resistance level of 15,350 level should happen. Although RSI is coming into overbought zone, so we need to revisit the charts once the price action comes around these levels, and we need to see if it takes the resistance of this level of or gives a breakout. There is still a minor scope in the RSI of 4 to 8 points. So let's see, we need to continuously track this chart and see how the price action reacts around the resistance level. But looking at the daily chart and the monthly chart, it is looking very bullish. So still not anything to worry about, as global markets are very supporting. As you can see, the daily RSI is still around 66, so that is why I am more biased towards the breakout side. Okay, so now let's look at dollar index, my favorite. Dollar index tells you the whole story, what is going to happen globally. Its price action is always correlated, believe me or not. I have been tracking this for more than 4 years now, and trying to correlate it with markets and take my decisions over the chart of by reading the chart of this particular index, डॉलर इंडेक्स. इसका चार्ट देख के मैं अभी पिछले 4-5 साल से काफ़ी अपने डिसीजंस ले रहा हूँ, और आई सी मैनी इम्प्रूवमेंट इन माई ट्रेडिंग स्किल्स. सो सी, मैंने जैसा कि आपको कहा था कि डॉलर इंडेक्स को अगर इसने ट्रेंड लाइन ब्रेकआउट भी दिया है, तो भी इसको इस लेवल्स के ऊपर से ट्रेडिंग करना बहुत ज़रूरी है। आई थिंक उसी के आसपास से ये जो दो रेजिस्टेंस लाइन बनाई थी उन्हीं के आसपास से इसने रेजिस्टेंस लिया है। इट हैज़ टेकन द रेजिस्टेंस and it has come down to test the trend line breakout. Now we have to wait for the time and see if this is a breakout or it is a continuation of the downtrend. I think most likely it is the continuation of its downtrend, because if you see, let me show you an interesting part. The RSI is also, you know, in the downtrend, and it has also, if I let me delete this line for you, and if you see, I had drawn on the breakdown day, I had drawn a, you know, support line for it, which has become a resistance now. So RSI took a resistance from those level only, which I had posted on Twitter handle. Let me see if that tweet is pinned or not. I think it should be pinned. Yeah, see, if you can see in this tweet, the RSI on the breakdown day on June 8th, I had told that this is a breakdown, price action breakdown, and RSI was also a breakdown, and now it is taking 57 levels, and see, it is again, you know, taking the resistance of those 57 levels. So this is a good signs for overall markets. Whenever dollar goes down, it is a good sign for, you know, equity market, so nothing to worry about there. Now let us, you know, study the stocks which are going to be in focus. Now if you remember my last week video, look at this SDFC. It has given a superb rally. I mean, this was the perfect smart investing or smart trading, whatever you call it. Like, we picked it around the 200 EMA on the daily chart, and now look at it. In the last week's video, I had clearly told that I am betting big on SDFC Bank, that if Banknifty needs to perform, this has to be a, you know, front runner. SDFC twins have to perform, and I think once this 1720 to 1730 level clears out, I have already, you know, told you about my targets. This is the zone which you have to look out for. Once this zone clears out, which is very likely, I mean, whenever the 200 EMA support is taken, and if you know, the stock bounces, the rally after that is always a very huge rally, a good rally. So I'm expecting a all-time high breakout in this stock, and I think the Bank Nifty will also continue to move upwards. There is also a RSI trend line breakout, which you can see clearly, and I think the targets are for once the all-time high is taken out, the targets are 1800 plus for SDFC Bank. So this is doing very great again, which I had mentioned in my last week video as well. And now I have been, you know, talking about this stock continuously for more than a month now, and this is the chart which is looking very bullish to me. It is a continuous higher high, higher low pattern, and the stock is taking a continuous support of trend line, and, you know, is continuously moving in an uptrend. If we zoom out this chart and we look at the higher time frame, the stock is looking very good. It has already given a trend line breakout. Yes friends, see, and now it is almost trading near its all-time high, and once it, you know, so once it closes above 168 levels, I think the stock is going to do very good in the future. So watch out for 168 to 169 levels. This stock can do very good, don't forget. And RSI is also looking very healthy. RSI is also, you know, not looking tired or in overbought zone. And if you will see, the RSI on the larger time frame has also given a trend line breakout. So these are the positive sign for these stocks. So I think once this stock gives a breakout, I think this can continue a very good run. And even if you look at the last 3 months candle, there is a good upward trajectory in the volumes as well. See, there is a upward trajectory, the volumes are rising, so this is a very good sign for the stock, where RSI has given a trend line breakout, the price action has given a trend line breakout, the volumes are giving upward trajectory. So once this stock needs to close above 168 levels, once this closes, this stock can do good in the coming weeks, so this will be on my radar. Plus SDFC, as I have discussed before. Now let me come to the stock which has been my favorite for more than 2-3 months now. I have been betting big on this stock, and I had shared this stock on my Twitter handle as well recently, I think before a month or so. And if you look at the chart, the charts are looking very bullish. The stock has given in past has given a trend line breakout, plus there has been a all-time high breakout as well, and the trend line breakout in RSI as well. So these are all the signs which shows that this chart is doing very good. Let me show you on my Twitter handle as well. I had shared this stock, you see there it is. I had shared this on 172 levels, 170, and now it has given a rally around 220 levels. So as you can clearly see, already 10% up. The chart was shared, I think this was followed by a tweet, on the 29th May. I had given a buy call on 28th May. Yes, as you can see, PFC on 28th May it was covered, and since then the stock is doing very good. And I had shared a monthly chart on June 2 as well, and from there also the stock has given a 10 to 12% move. The stock is still looking very good to me, and I think the future targets for me of these stocks are going to be, let me mark it for you, around 250 levels. So watch out for 250 levels. These are the targets for me trading basis. I am still looking at more higher targets, but this is for the trading purpose, so this stock can be in action in the next week, so watch out for this, guys. As you can see, the RSI has come down from the overbought zone in the daily chart, as you can see. And let us look at a weekly chart as well to depict the overall trend of this stock. In the weekly chart, the RSI has given a breakout of this resistance level, which is again good sign for this stock, you see. And now it has gone into around 70, it is trading around 77 levels, so soon it is going to enter into overbought zone, but still there is a scope of 20 to 30 points. I see a rally of 20 to 30 points from here. And if you look at the daily chart as well, there is a trend line breakout in RSI as well. So these are all the signs of I think the RSI support of the already marked support has from those levels, the support has been taken. देखते हैं इसका RSI लेवल ब्रेकआउट दे चुका है। जी हाँ दोस्तों, RSI में भी ब्रेकआउट आ चुका है, प्राइस एक्शन भी काफ़ी अच्छा लग रहा है। लेट मी मेक इट मोर बिग फॉर यू, सी, as you can clearly see, the breakout is done in the RSI as well, and now it has come down. I think it should bounce again from these levels. If it doesn't start moving on the next trading day, then I think it should bounce back. The RSI should bounce back from the 69 levels. Right now it is trading around 72, so watch out for this stock. If you get it around 210 levels, go for a long side trade, and the targets are going to be 220, 225 and 230 for the shorter time frame. But for the July series, I am betting on the 250 target. So this is the stocks which are going to be in focus. The Oro Pharma, which was discussed in the last week video, has given a very good rally. which you all remember it has given a rally of almost 8%, yeah, 8 to 9%. And now let us come to the final final indicator analysis of this VIX. The VIX is still moving in the downward trajectory and it is still consolidating, so we need to track this as well alongside the price action. If this price action gives a breakout of this trend line, then I will start being cautious. And yeah, that is the technical analysis. Now let's move forward to the next part. This was for Indian VIX. Now let's move towards the next part of Nifty option chain data. So this is the 6 July expiry of Nifty. एंड इफ़ वी लुक एट द ऑप्शन चेन, अगर हम इसके ऑप्शन चेन को देखें तो हाईएस्ट जो कॉन्ट्रैक्ट्स हैं वो 19,500 पे राइट किए गए हैं, ऑलमोस्ट 1,50,000, 1,46,861 टू बी वेरी प्रिसाइज. बट आई थिंक द नियरेस्ट टू स्ट्राइक प्राइस हैव ऑल्सो good call writing of 1,17,000 plus 1,24,000 contracts. And on the put side, the 1,19,000 level has a very good, it has become a very good support now with almost 2,38,000 37,000 contracts return. And I think the immediate support is going to be well placed around 19,100 levels, my bad, sorry, 19,100 levels. So I think somewhere around in the Nifty option chain as well, the targets are coming around 19,400 and 19,500 as a ultimate, for the 6th July the ultimate target is going to be 19,500, which is a best case scenario. But I think it is going to be little tough. We have to see on Monday how the price action and the RSI, if it gives a box breakout, which I had mentioned in the earlier part of this video. Let me show it to you once more. If this box breakout happens in the daily chart and if the price sustains, then I will be on the more likely side of reaching it 19,500 in this week or next week, by next week maximum. And July series, you never know if you see 20,000, so be on the strong side. And one thing which is very concerning is for us right now with the RSI nearing towards the resistance level. With that, we have another important factor, which is the PCR, guys. The PCR has almost gone to 1.6 levels. It is a overbought zone for PCR, but there is still a scope of 100 to 200 points in the PCR. Once this PCR goes above 1.7, there is always a scope for correction. So do not get lured, just wait for the right price action and the proper breakout in the stock on the price action, and keep tracking this PCR as well. If everything goes well, we are in a very good bull run where we are going ahead for the targets of 20,000. I'm not saying that there is going to be any crash. No, this is not an indication towards any crash. A small correction can come of 100, 200 or maximum 250 points. We need to see that from which level the market falls. If it falls from 19,300, then I expect a fall of 250 points. But if it takes resistance around 19,200 to 250 levels, then it can definitely test the 19,000 levels, which is around 200 points correction. So nothing to worry about as of now. And I think all the dips are the buying opportunity. So buy the dips, wait for the right time, enter around the support levels. Don't run towards the stretched rally to buy. ज़्यादा तेज मत भागिएगा, अपने इम्पोर्टेंट लेवल्स पे आने का वेट कीजिएगा. रेजिस्टेंस अपने माइंड में रखिए, सपोर्ट अपने माइंड में रखिए. वो सबको माइंड में रखते हुए अपने आरआर को माइंड में रख के ट्रेड लीजिए. एंड आई थिंक इफ यू फॉलो ऑल दिस रूल्स, देन yeah, you are going to make a good profit in market. Nothing to worry about in the market as of now. So that was all from my side today in this weekend analysis video. I hope you guys enjoyed this. कीप शेयरिंग, कीप लर्निंग। आई विल सी यू इन द नेक्स्ट वीडियो। तब तक के लिए अपना ध्यान रखिए। हैप्पी ट्रेडिंग, हैप्पी इन्वेस्टिंग। सी यू गाइज, बाय बाय, थैंक यू।